49ers and Brock Purdy have agreed to terms on a 5-year, $265 million contract extension, including a $181 million in total guarantees. The highest paid quarterbacks in the NFL based on a year-to-year basis. Dak Prescott at $60 million. Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Jordan Love, and Trevor Lawrence at $55 million. Tua at 53.1. Brock Purdy, 53. Jared Goff at 53.
That's a good number. Right where they have him slotted is a good number for him.
Yeah. I mean, you go, Ocho, you got to think about it. The man made $2.9 million over the first 3 years of his career. Now he'll get a check every week for $2.9 million.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, he's deserved it. Well deserved. Well deserved. I like Brock Purdy. I just didn't view him at the tier 1 type quarterback. He had a superior supporting cast around him. You got Trent Williams, you had Debo, you had Brandon Ayuk, you got Christian McCaffrey in the backfield. How did he look once some of those pieces went away? It wasn't as pretty. It wasn't as pretty, huh?
It's all about Ocho. When real estate, what is it about? It's about location, location, location. In the NFL, it's about position, position, position. He plays a premium, he plays the premium position. And so you're like, man, that house ain't worth no $40 million. Maybe if it wasn't in Bel Air, you're right. But it's in Bel Air. It's absolutely worth $40 million. And if you want it, that's what you're going to have to pay to get it. Well, a starting quarterback in the NFL that's gone to a Super Bowl, he's gone to 2 NFC championships, he's won. That's what you're going to have to pay to keep him. It's really that simple, Ocho. All that, man, he ain't worth that. You work with somebody to pay for it.
He plays very well in that offense, in that Shanahan offense. He plays very, very well.
Look, actually, he's probably worth more because he saved Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch's job because they invested all that money in Trey Lance. They gave up all that draft capital to get Trey Lance. They took this man as Mr. Irrelevant in the last pick in the 7th round. Now, if you don't take him and you got Trey Lance and you done moved on from Trey Lance, you're gone.
Mm-hmm.
You gone.
Hey, Unc and Ocho, Ayuk, didn't he tear his ACL?
Tear his ACL last year. Like
Debo gone, right?
Debo.
Okay, so he got Kittles. Who else he throwing to?
Brandon Ayuk will be back. Juwan Jennings. Ricky Pearsall.
And Ayuk gonna be back already after ACL?
No, ACL don't take that long. It don't take that.
Medicine different now, Joe. Medicine different now. He did it real early, so he'll definitely be back. So he did it like in September. So October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July.
We got a few players coming back. We got Brandon Ayuk coming back off ACL, Stephon Diggs coming back off ACL. And it seemed like they're recovering faster because obviously technology is a lot more advanced, and the rehab and stuff that they do is a lot more advanced as opposed to before.
Yes.
So players are coming back faster than ever, especially once you get over that mental block and understanding that you could trust your knee and be comfortable cutting and moving. Oh man, that's the hardest part right there.
In just 3 seasons, he's passed for 9,518 yards, 64 touchdowns, 4 playoff wins, NFC Championship, and a Pro Bowl. So that's the going rate. C.J. Stroud is up next.
Yeah.
C.J. Stroud up next, Ocho.
Hey, listen, he finna get the bag.
Got the guap down.
Yeah.
And pretty soon you're gonna have Jaden Daniels and Caleb Williams. They're gonna be coming down the pipe.
They finna set the mark. They finna have the quarterback out of control.
Oh, they're gonna reset it.
Yeah. That's $60 million. But Josh Allen got his whole contract guaranteed. $265, Ocho.
Hey.
No, what he got, tacked on, so it's like $330.
Hey, was that more than what Deshaun got?
Deshaun got $230 guaranteed.
They got the same agent.
No, Deshaun had David Muguleta. I don't know who Brock Purdy's agent is. David Muguleta, and I think Todd, all of them are athletes first, right? Who's Todd? Who's Brock? Oh yeah, I've never heard of them. Deshaun David Muguleta is his agent. I think all of them are the athletes first. I thought Todd France, who has Dak. Who? I think look at CEO Todd France. I think he's at athletes first. Okay, yeah. So, but yeah, I agree with you, Ocho. I think Brock Purdy was deserving, had earned this, given what he had done, his resume, a Pro Bowl, a Super Bowl, NFC Championship game, two. He had gone to two NFC Championship games. Remember, he tore his elbow, messed his elbow up like the first snap.
That was a playoff game, wasn't it? That was a playoff game. Yeah.
Yeah, and the championship game, NFC Championship game to the Eagles.
Sure was.
And so, yeah, he was earned it. He earned this. He earned this big payday. I like to see guys, and I like to see teams reward the players. You play well, we're going to reward you. Don't do all that haggling. I hate that they haggle all other positions except the quarterback
position like that. Ever.
Yeah. I hate that. Look, man, hey, I understand that he's important, but I've done my job. I've gone to 4 Pro Bowls. I've been 2 or 3 time first team All-Pro. And now you want to haggle me.
They going to always do it.
They always. I'm trying to think who. So CJ is going to be up next year. As a matter of fact, if I'm the Ravens, I go ahead and do something with Lamar.
What you mean? Sign him?
I extend him. Yeah, hell yeah.
You got to do it. Yeah, you got to do it again. Probably sometime in the middle. I bet they do something in the middle of the season. Watch.
Either middle of the season or after the season.
How many years he got left?
Yeah.
Shoot, he just signed that big one.
He signed a 5-year, 2-something.
Yeah.
So what, he in this 3rd year into that? 2nd year?
This is the 2nd year to it.
But you got certain people that's getting ready to overlap him, and they ain't got no business.
Yeah, no. Well, you see, we just named 3, 6, 8 quarterbacks, and we ain't mentioned Lamar. I think Lamar is about 50.
They ain't got no business overlapping young bull.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, he made a point.
Excuse me, hold on. I gotta use the bathroom real quick. Hold on.
Go ahead. Well, you better get him before he mess around and win a Super Bowl, because now you have to pay him $70 million.
Lamar?
Yeah. He has 2 MVPs. The only guy on this list that has an MVP is Josh Allen. So Lamar has 2. Dak doesn't have any. Joe doesn't have any. Joe has gone to the Super Bowl, but he's the only one, he and Brock Purdy, that's on this list that's going to the Super Bowl. None of the other guys have even played in a championship game.
Yeah, that's going to be the separator for Lamar. If he can get him one, if he can win one,
it's over.
Man.
It's definitely over if he can do that.
What they got to do? They're going to back that Brinks truck up. Beep, beep.
Yeah, for sure. But they definitely have the team. You know, they re-signed, they didn't re-sign him, they extended him. King Henry gave him $25 million, 2-year extension, $25 million. They extended him. I like Rashad Bateman. I like the receiving core they got. They brought Andrews back. They brought Isaiah Likely. They brought him back. Look, the defense is going to be solid again. Offensive line is intact. Lamar is going to be Lamar.
So you know they're going to be consistently. They're going to be pretty good.
They're going to be there. Yep. They just got, the hardest thing is to break it through that wall the first time. Once you break through, then all of a sudden it's just like, it happens. But that's the hardest thing. You see, Josh Allen hadn't broken through yet because seemingly when they have to go against my homeboy, only a handful of people have been able to stare him down in the playoff game. And that's been Joe Burrow did it and Tom Brady did it. Brady beat him in the Super Bowl once, and Jalen Hurts just got him. But it's tough. It's tough getting through that first time. Boomer Esiason. Damn, Boomer.
What happened?
Boomer Esiason went off on Caleb Williams, calling him entitled, says he needs to shut up. Keep your mouth shut. You're going into the greatest league that's ever been for a sport we all love. You're going to have a chance one day to make $500 million because guys like me and guys before me all went on strike so you could actually make more money. So keep your pie hole shut and go out there and play football and earn your keep, earn your respect.
Keep your pie hole.
Damn,
boom, boom.
I worked with Boomer and at CBS for a decade. Look, I have a personal relationship with him. He's always been good to me. He's really a great, generous guy. But he will now. He get on the radio, get on TV. Now he gonna tell you how he really feel.
Yeah, he ain't gonna bite his tongue. He's been like that for a very long time.
He has.
These old school cats, man. They don't like these young dudes, these prima donnas coming in here getting all this money and
I got it a few times.
Man, them folks,
oh yeah. I was sitting next to him when he gave it to you a couple times.
Oh yeah. And hey Joe, I love it too.
Yeah.
I love it, man. I love it.
I think the thing is, Joe, and you can look. I mean, you made great money compared to the guys before you. Now the guys that came after you, they're making money. Now in 10 years from now, guys that were making $40, $50 million a year, like, man, they got this joker here making 80. Can you believe, Joe, he making 80 million?
Hey, man.
That's crazy.
That's just, it is what it is. It's just, hey, it was upon a time, Ocho, you could buy a Cadillac for $3,000. Yeah. You get a nice 3-bedroom, 2-bath brick home for $35,000.
Timing is everything, man.
Bro, you can't even furnish your house now with $35,000. By the time you I'm looking at them trying to get me some patio furniture. Man, I looked at the price of patio furniture. I said, "No, don't worry about it." What?
Yeah.
Crazy.
And $4,000 and $5,000 for a piece.
One piece?
Like for like a section, 3 people.
Okay.
Yeah, patio furniture. I like, you know what? Nobody don't come here and swim in the pool anyway. I said, don't even worry about it. I told you, don't even worry about it. Ain't nobody. I ain't been in the pool. I ain't been in the pool since I've been here. And I've been here a year. Shelly had her feet in it. Her and her girlfriend had her feet in it. That's it.
You know how to swim? Or you scared?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
Okay. Joe, you know how to swim?
Man, like a fish.
Oh yeah. I forgot you live on a property, so I know you got a pool.
Oh man, here this man go again. This what we on?
Hey, them country boys know how to swim, Ocho.
Ocho, I know you know how to swim, huh?
Oh, what? Come on now. Every summertime, as a little shorty, as a little jit, I used to break in Charles Hadley Pool with all my homies. Yeah. Absolutely.
Hey, look, I grew up in a boys club, Thrashers Boys and Girls Club in Little Rock, man. They throw you in the deep end, boy. You gotta learn how to swim.
You gotta learn. You got to.
Yep. You go up in the country, it's hard not to swim because you're around water all the time.
Oh yeah.
And then I got all these cousins and everything. So hey, I was the youngest. Hey, if he could, I saw them do it, they jump in, I jump in right behind them. But knowing if they let something happen to me, nobody going home. Everybody running away from home.
Unc and Ocho in the country, I see people jumping in lakes and everything. I know Florida water out there, Ocho. Y'all don't jump in no lakes and nothing, do you?
Yeah. People.
Gator take your ass
lakes,
up under.
Canals. That obviously the ocean, but any body of water, people getting there. Boy, Joe, you ain't just see the man with the alligator?
Canoe. He was canoeing with his wife.
Oh, he was running from the cops.
What?
So he jumped in the water with the alligator, so the cops couldn't come and get him. And he sat there arguing with the cops, and the gator right there by him, and the gator came close to him. He fight with the gator and refusing to get out the water. You ain't see that?
Nah, the gator ate him up.
Nah, man, the gator wasn't big enough to really handle him like he wanted to. But the gator tried to, take a little bite of him, but he was too small.
Oh no,
he was too small to do something with him. Man, I don't know how long it took the cops to get him out that water, but he was in deep where they couldn't get to him. And the guy, boy, if that gator was any bigger.
No, I seen the story where a man and a woman were canoeing, and the gator took his wife. The gator took his wife, ate his wife, and I started thinking, man, did that man take his wife out there on a canoe trip to get rid of what?
I'm trying to understand how I get the wife and not you. Well, okay, they only attack one person at a time. That was Florida. That definitely wasn't Florida.
What wasn't Florida? They canoeing? Yeah, that was.
It was Florida.
Yeah, they were talking about you need to watch. You need to be aware in Florida.
Water. Oh yeah. And keep small pets, because a lot of times people get their pets snatched because they walking them close to the canal, Ocho. And you got to realize the gator's an ambush predator. So he's going to lightning speed.
Yeah. Hey, he's up on you. Short area quickness is unbelievable. And you won't understand.
You see that man? Hey, that gator got that man pup dog. That man jumped in there and opened the gator mouth. Unask him.
Hey, Unc, you jumping in there and say your dog like that?
Oh, absolutely.
You jumping in there to grab the gator, open it.
Yep.
Yeah, you.
And guess what? And every gator I see from that point on, he gonna be dead. I'm gonna be a vigilante. Every gator I see, he don't stand a chance. He gonna be belly up.
You gonna be traumatized.
Oh yeah. Oh, anything. Oh yeah. Bear, it don't matter. Cause like now I don't really but when I within it, I walk my dog when we had a dog. I always had that thing on me, so I'm walking at night just in case. Okay. So bear, bobcat, anything. Oh, you gonna get it?
You had that thing. What you carrying? What you had? An AR? What?
Nah, hell no, man.
He trying to be quick from.
What the hell you talking about? An AR?
You had that Draco? Okay.
No, nah, hell nah. Man, y'all ain't trying to take down no city. I just want the bobcat or the bear or whatever it is, gator, to get up off me. NFL owners plan to vote next week on a new playoff seating proposed by the Lions, according to Albert Breer. If it gets passed, the number 7 seeds in each conference will be decided strictly by their record. A non-division winning team would be seeded higher than a division champ if they have more wins. What you think about it, Ocho?
The game, huh?
The whole thing is to win your division. You can't look and see. The thing is, you take one isolated incident, Ocho. You took Minnesota. Okay, Minnesota was 14-3. Now they're a lower seed than say somebody won 10, but you didn't win your division. Right. How many times have a 14-win team hasn't won the division? Well, it just so happens you was in the division with a team that was 15-2. Damn.
The chance of that happening again, it ain't gonna happen like that again ain't gonna happen like that for a while. I just honestly, leave the game alone. Leave the game alone. Leave it how it is. I think the people in position of power,
they're tinkering too much.
Yeah, they doing too much to it. I feel bad for people that play on the defensive side of the ball, and I'm an offensive player. Are handicapped so much they can't even play what we have come to love and know as a game of football in its true art. You just can't. You can't. Leave the game alone, please.
Joe, they removed, didn't they? I think in the NBA they removed division winners, right?
Did they remove division winners? As far as
getting higher seeds.
I don't think that's in the NBA. Nah.
Because it used to be like that.
Yeah, if you won your division, you get an automatic, Yeah, it did.
No, I don't want to do that. Don't do that. Hey, Sajay 17 said, Ocho, Unc and Ocho, you're an NFL general manager. Who's your first pick, dead or alive?
First pick? Start a franchise with, obviously, right?
Yep. I'm taking Brady.
You can't go wrong at the quarterback position.
If you give me an offensive player, I'm taking Tom Brady. You give me a defensive player, I'm taking LT.
I was gonna say LT. Defensively, I was gonna say LT.
Yeah. I'm start with if you start with any other position on offense, you crazy. I'm taking the quarterback. I'm taking Tom. Then defensive player, I'm taking LT.
Give me Joe Montana.
Okay.
And give me LT on the other side.
Who you start your franchise with, Joe?
Shit, Unc and Ocho.
You heard what he said? Joe said he's starting a franchise with Ocho.
I'm probably gonna go with Mahomes.
Okay.
On defense. I don't know. I say Ray. I say Ray Lewis.
Good one.
Okay.
Even after you saw what I did to Ray, you gonna pick Ray?
Well, I seen Ray smack you come across that middle.
That's one play. What about the other 100 plays I smacked him?
I ain't.
And then you ran into him in the end zone and knocked yourself
out. That's one time.
Oh, did he? No, he hit him coming across the middle and knocked his helmet off.
You saw I got up finna beat his ass, right? You saw how fast I got up?
What happened? What happened?
What?
When you got up, what happened?
Hey, but Ed Reed had to hold me back.
Oh, okay.
But, I was about to sleep Ray ass, boy. Hey, I got hit. Hey, I jumped for the ball. Man, he hit me up underneath my chin. My helmet went flying. Hey, I swear for God, Joe, before I hit the ground, man, I was getting up. I was trying to get up before I hit the ground.
I thought your head was in the helmet.
Nah. Ray was finna get these hands. And let me tell you about the story, Joe.
Go ahead.
They ain't where it stopped. So I waited for Ray outside the locker room, and I think he went out the back door because we gonna have to square up.
Yeah.
Like how you hit me like that. So I went to the team bus and was banging on the door, but he ain't never come outside. Yeah. You know they call me hella hands, right?
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, they call me hella hands.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's why Ray ain't want to fight. Sometimes, like if I fight somebody, it's like it feel like you fighting two people. Like that's why they call me hella hands.
Yeah, they call you hella legs because you gonna run.
Yeah, I mean, if you call a route, yeah, I'm gonna run. That's about the only time.
In the book, American Kings, a biography of the quarterback, author ESPN's reporter Seth Wickersham describes how Caleb Williams was so concerned about being drafted by the Bears that he and his family weighed in, circumventing the entire NFL draft. They spoke to lawyers to find a way around the league's CBA and considered signing in the UFL. Chicago is the place where quarterbacks go to die. Carl Williams, who's his dad, said ahead of the draft, according to the book. In addition, none of the Bears coaches last season told Caleb Williams to watch film or give him zero help. No one tells me what to watch. I just turn it on. Yeah. Ocho, what do you make about that revelation?
I mean, it's obviously, you look at what has happened to all the quarterbacks who have been a part of the Bears organization, and you could understand why Caleb Williams and his father felt that way. Felt that way for a reason, Look how they treated everybody that's come through that organization that has played the position. And the quarterbacks that did have success, they had success simply because the defenses in Chicago at the time were amazing. Really good. So all you had to do was just facilitate and don't turn the ball over, and defense will take care of everything else. I think Caleb Williams is in a great situation now, especially with the supporting cast they have around him. The addition of Ben Johnson and the rest of the coaches on that staff, I think this is going to be the Bears' best year yet, and they're going to surprise a lot of people. Every football season, the main guns are always in contention. Your Eagles, your Bills, your Ravens, Bengals, if we start off to a fast start, your Chiefs, the Lions, and for some reason, I don't know why, and you can quote me on this, and that goes for everybody else in the chat. The Bears will be in contention and one of those teams vying for a playoff spot and challenging for Lombardi, simply because of not just the quarterback play, but with a great understanding of what Ben Johnson and his offensive creativity can do for the skill set that Caleb Williams has. And I'm going out on a limb and I'm saying that because I saw what he did in Detroit with Jared Goff.
Yeah. And he has a more athletic. Look, I'm not surprised by this. Carl Williams, who's Caleb Williams' father, it is his job to protect his son and put him in the best possible situation. I don't have any problem with that because he said, look, you look at all the quarterbacks, Mitchell Trubisky, you look at Justin Fields, you look at Rex Grossman, you look at all the quarterbacks they've had. They haven't had any luck with the quarterbacks. No,
and listen,
it is what it is. I mean, and so he's well within his right to make sure that he's trying to put his son is going to the best situation that gives him the best chance to succeed. Now, what do you think about the watching film? Not giving the coaches not giving him any direction.
I don't know. That's tough right there, especially at that position. Before you touch the field, the only way to prepare is by watching film on your opponents and knowing what you're going to see, day to day, week to week. So it's hard for me to believe that there's no instruction in that area, especially for the most important position on the field, who has to know everything that's going on, especially your opponent. So that's I don't know. That's a little tricky, Unc.
I think maybe they thought you were a quarterback, played at a top 5 program. You got that where you were at USC. Maybe they just took for granted because a lot of times they take for granted, like, bro, you played a big time program, bro. We ain't got to go over that. We can go ahead and skip that step and start getting to something else. Now, I just want to say this for us, for me. The way we got tape cut up, Ocho, it was third and 1 to 3, third and 3 to 5, third and long. But we had cut ups. Cover 1, cover 2, cover 3, cover 4, 2-man, cover 6, whatever the case may be. So it was broken down. So we watching it. And so we see this is what they do in cover 3. This is the front they give us. This is the coverage they play behind said front. I don't know. And like I said, I think maybe it was a situation they thought he already knew how to watch film. I didn't know how to watch film because we really didn't have to watch film, Ocho. Hell, if HBCU playing man coverage, hell, what the hell you think you gonna get? It wasn't nobody disguising nothing. It wasn't no cover 2. It wasn't no single high. It wasn't no 6 kick. It wasn't no 88. It wasn't no box post. It wasn't none of that. It was man. I went out there expecting to be man. So I needed people to say, bro, what he doing? Why he ain't play? I'm literally asking why he ain't got me man. What he doing?
Right.
But nah, it's cover 2. What the hell is cover 2? So they had to break me all the way down in order to build me back up. And nobody made me feel stupid that I didn't know. They know I went to a program. I went to an HBCU, Ocho. We didn't have receiver coach, tight end coach. We have all that.
And that's one of the things that I really enjoyed, Unc. That it's not glorified on my end because of my style of play and the way I play the game. But I was a student of the game, Unc. And that's a part of it that people didn't even realize. I wasn't able to go out there and do what I did by not studying like a goddamn nerd.
Yeah.
Because it's overshadowed by the fun and the entertainment and the celebrations and the flamboyancy and all the shit talking. But dude, but when it was time to watch film, oh my goodness, I needed to know everything. I need to know everything. I need to know Travis was our person who broke down our film for me. He was our camera guy, our video guy in the department.
Yeah.
I had him break down all the clips of the previous 4 games of the individual. I got the number 1 corner every goddamn game. Travis, I need everything on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down, right? On these down and distances in our area before we get across the 50 and when we cross the 50, what they like to do. What coverages am I going to get? Is he gonna bump? Is he gonna play? Is he gonna play man? I'm looking at everything. Is he a shade inside? Is he head up? Does he like outside leverage? When the safety comes in. No, I'm talking about everything. I can tell you based on down and distance. I can tell you what they're gonna run when I'm coming out the huddle. And I know it. And I knew it. That's why I had such a confidence in my approach to the game because I studied like a nerd. That's the only reason where that confidence came from. It wasn't about my talent or my skill or me running routes, and just I know what you're doing before you even do it at the snap of the ball. And that just, oh my God, man. Now, towards the end of my career, when my body wasn't able to react, the way it was when I was in my prime, being able to study film and knowing what was happening before it happened gave me a little bit of an edge when I might have lost a step a little bit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing. You look at down and distance. I mean, we going over what they like to do in down and distance, what they like to do in red zone. What do they like to do back? They got you backed up. This is the coverage they like to play. But that was always on the tape. And so I'm looking, and so, like I said, guys. Look, and I'm not trying to belittle anybody. I'm just saying maybe they thought this is something that he already knew, and so they didn't give him the instructions that he needed. Me, I'm looking at it from the way we had it in Denver. It was broken down. You plug, 3rd and 1 to 3, cover 1. 3rd and 1 to 3, cover 2. 3rd and 1 to 3, quarters. 3rd and 1 to 3, 6. 2 man, okay? 3rd and 5, 3rd and long, backed up, midfield, red zone.
Hey, and you know what?
When they play, okay, nickel. We go get, this is the coverage. They don't gonna play a handful of coverage. They're not gonna get all that, get too exotic. They like things that they might do a couple of things that they try to catch you off guard. But when they're in nickel defense, this is what they like to play.
And you know who the worst was to watch on film, Unc? It was worse because you study coverages and you study things that teams like to do, but they had the personnel. The goddamn Ravens and the goddamn Steelers during the 2000s.
Yeah, they got exotic.
They doing all type of exotic shit. Troy Polamalu, why
in the Rex fuck? Ryan. That's Rex Ryan special.
Where your camera go?
I'm on.
Yeah, I can't see you. I'm gonna wait till you come back. Okay, well anyway, chat. Listen, the goddamn Ravens and the Steelers from the 2000s, that 2000 era, all that cover 2 and 50, they had all type of exotic stuff that just, it was confusing. So no matter how much film you watch, there was no telling what you were going to get on game day. I come out the goddamn huddle, my split tight. I'm looking at the safety. Where the goddamn safety at? Hey, I'm looking goddamn Troy Polamalu in the goddamn A-gap. What in the fuck is you doing in the goddamn A-gap? So I'm hyped. I'm thinking, I'm looking at Carson. I'm hitting Carson over there. Because I'm thinking it's just me and Ike Taylor one-on-one. Man, I'm looking inside at the snap of the ball. I look back up. I'm running my route. This goddamn Troy done got way back to the goddamn 3rd at the snap of the ball. Like, man, what is you doing? That damn Ed Reed, Ed Reed. He playing safety. He all the way in the back like it's punt return. Man, what you doing? It's 3rd down. So Ed is doing the opposite of what most safeties do. They sit there and they backpedal back. Ed playing the game the opposite way. He started back and come forward. Man, what the hell?
I love playing the Raiders and the Chiefs because you ain't getting my man coverage.
Raiders, man to man. Chiefs, man to man. And they right in your face.
Dale Carter and James Hasty right here. And they had Albert Lewis and Kevin Ross. And with the Raiders, they had they had Washington, and they had T-Mac, Terry McDaniel, right there.
You know what you're getting every time.
Hey, Mike come in and say it's real simple this week, guys. You got to beat man coverage. Now, if you can't beat man coverage, you either coaching or selling cars. Now, my coaching staff filled up. I can't hire you. John, you hired anybody? You got any salespeople you need to hire? Nope, coach, I'm good. Okay, you're going to be without a job. Wickersham also said the Williams family thought of publicly attacking the Bears and the city of Chicago to try to force a trade. Concerned that the team will refuse a trade to him regardless and cause a worse situation, Caleb told Wickersham, "I wasn't ready to nuke the city. I can do it for this team. I'm going to the Bears."
I like it. I like it. And I'm telling you, I know a lot of people might say what I just said. It's laughable. It's a joke. They're a shit franchise. They might not like Caleb Williams for whatever reason, but I'm telling you, you got a quarterback like that, and you get an offensive coordinator with that kind of creativity, understanding the strengths and the weaknesses of the supporting cast that Caleb Williams has around him. Man, I think the sky's the limit.
Look at the additions that he got. They fortified that offensive line. They drafted another offensive weapon at the tight end position. You got Rome Odunze. You took number one overall. You just redid DJ Moore. So you got weapons out the yin yang. You fortified it, so he should not be getting attacked from the defensive perspective like he got last year. So with that, I think they got Joe Tooney. Didn't they sign a guy from the Rams? Didn't they get the offensive lineman from the Rams? But they fortified their offensive line. Now look, he's going to have to do a better job of not getting rid of the football. Sometimes you got to know when the journey's over. Throw it away, live to see another day. Don't take your team out of field goal range, and don't make it 3rd and long. Some things is going to be in his hand, and I think he has a better understanding of that, having played the game. Got a year up on his belt, Ocho. Things will slow down for him this year. I know he's going to put the work in. I've talked to the young man, and I know he's going to put the work in. And so I'm excited. That's a very tough division, Ocho.
Hey.
I mean, you got think about it. Green Bay went to the playoffs last year. Minnesota went to the playoffs last year. Detroit went to the playoffs last year.
And listen, chat, quote me and remember this. Whatever day it is, it's Friday, May 16th. I guarantee you the Bears look like a totally...
The day Thursday.
It is? Well,
where it depends on where
I'm
you
in
are.
LA, but my computer say Friday. Okay.
It's Thursday still.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, the Bears, every year there's a team. Yeah, every year there's a
there's a couple of teams that pop up. You know, they didn't think they were going to be in the playoffs, and they end up being
now
there.
ahead of time. And I'm rarely wrong when I have my takes, even though they might sound terrible at times. But for some reason, they always they turn into fruition. The Bears gonna be a team to deal with.
Who did sign offensive line?
And that goddamn Jalen Johnson.
Yeah, Jonah Jackson. Yeah. So they fortified their offensive line, Ocho. They spent big money. Yeah, they got a center from the Falcons. They got an offensive lineman from the Rams, and they got Joe Tooney, who's a Pro Bowl player, who's been an All-Pro. So they've done what they should do to make sure the offense flows smoothly. I think Caleb Williams takes another step. He gets better. I think they take off, but they don't have a choice because they're in one of the toughest divisions in football.
Yeah.
They're in one of the toughest divisions. It might be the toughest division, considering they had 3 teams represent the NFC in the playoffs. 3 of their 4 teams represented the playoffs.
They are.
I mean, they had what a 15-2 team, a 15-1 or a 15-2 team. They had a 14-2, a 14-3 team, and they had a 10-7 or 11-6 team. So probably going to take you 10 wins, 11 wins just to make the playoffs, Ocho. And I believe they have the talent. I mean, like I said, I think that they did what they needed to do offensively to make sure, because at the end of the day, you ain't doing nothing. I don't care how good your defense is. If your offensive trash, you ain't going nowhere, bro. You're not. You're wasting your time. And so they like, look, we got the number 1 overall draft pick. Let's cut down on some of these sacks. I think he was the most sacked quarterback in the NFL. So if he can take 20 sacks off of that number, get his completion percentage up. I think he was 62%. Get that up around 66, 67.
He's gonna be all right.
I think they'll be fine. Because I like what the Bears have done. I like the hire of Ben Johnson. I love the addition of the tight end from Michigan. Although I thought Warren, the guy from Penn State, was better in my estimation. He was better than me. If I had to grade them, that's what I would do. But hey, they went with who they thought was going to be the best in their situation. I don't have a problem with that. But I mean, you hear rumblings behind the scenes that he's thinking about Chicago. It might not be the place for him, considering they haven't developed a quarterback in an extended period of time. Hell, I don't know if they've ever developed a quarterback. You have to go back way. Like I said, they had Rex Grossman. What was the guy they got from Purdue? Ended up going to the Broncos. Kyle Lorton.
Yeah, I remember Kyle.
Yeah. So look, it was reported that he wanted to go to Minnesota because he and O'Connell hit it off. He said, "Man, I really love to play." Maybe he saw Jetta over there, Hawkinson, Addison.
Woo!
That probably didn't hurt either.
Well, the guy.
But I think he's in a great situation. Look, you win in Chicago. You win in Chicago, they're gonna love you. That's an old school team. They love the Bears. They've been around this thing for 100+ years. They love the Bears. They love the Bears players. That is a football town. I mean, they love the Cubbies too now. So I think the Bears are all right. The Cubbies said the Cubbies got what was that, 2016? When did they win the championship? 2016? After 100+ years, they're like, okay, all right, Bears, y'all haven't won since '85, 40 years. Come on now. Ocho, a fan pointed out the Colts' social media account has only posted throws of Daniel Jones and none of Anthony Richardson. Have the Colts already decided they're going with Daniel Jones?
Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. I doubt it. I doubt it. Obviously, when it comes to quarterback competition between Anthony Richardson and Daniel Jones, I think that's one that Anthony Richardson would win. Obviously, right now, what they're doing right now, I don't think it's a testament to who would be the starter, even if there is a quarterback competition. I really think that Anthony Richardson would win that out. Obviously, having the edge, knowing the offense.
Man, you ain't paying no guy no $14 million to sit on the bench.
Oh, so
what other backup quarterback making $14 million?
Okay, so you think
or the 31 other teams?
They're gonna throw him in there, huh? Based on.
No, I'm just saying. I think there's a quarterback. Competition. You said you don't think there's a quarterback competition. I think there's a quarterback competition. Or why else would they get that man $14 million?
I know one thing. Anthony Richardson has a head start on that quarterback competition because he knows the offense.
Yes, I agree.
He knows the offense. So if you allow him to beat you out, I think it's more politics because they're paying Daniel Jones 14 goddamn million, and I think they'll just give it.
Bro, I took you number 3 overall. I put $38 million in your pocket, guaranteed. Yeah. I guaranteed your whole damn contract. What you mean? It's politics. It's politics that Anthony Richardson hadn't gotten better, and the things that he was doing wasn't conducive for you being a starting quarterback and being good.
Daniel Jones is the answer? Because we saw him in New York.
What's the question? What's the question? You said Daniel Jones the answer. I need to know what the question. Did he go to Duke? Yes. Is his name Daniel Jones? Yes. I mean, you can't just say, do I think Daniel Jones the answer? I need to know the question.
I'm just running down everything you said. I'm just running down everything you said that Anthony Richardson didn't do. You're saying, well, hell, what you think is going to happen when goddamn Daniel Jones is there? It's going to be, all of a sudden, he's going to go from what he was last year and all of a sudden just be what, Tom Brady this year? No, absolutely not.
No, I think the thing is, but what does that
Daniel Jones is who he is.
In your third year, did they bring another receiver in and they have him compete with you?
Because by the time I hit my second year, I had arrived.
Okay, thank you. That's all I need to say there. That was not only the Colts gaffe they've made in the last 24 hours. The Colts ended up deleting their schedule release video that is done by Minecraft style and included a dolphin wearing a 10 Tyreek Hill jersey being pulled over by the Coast Guard. Remember what happened opening day? And an apology, the Colts said, we've removed our schedule release video because it exceeded our rights with Microsoft and included an insensitive clip involving Dolphins receiver Tyreek Hill. We sincerely apologize to Microsoft and Tyreek.
It wasn't fucking insensitive. Tyreek ain't one of them goddamn, oh my God, why did you do that? He loved it. And he tweeted it.
He said you should have left it up at Colts. This was funny.
It was funny. It was. I mean, people have to understand when you make jokes about certain individuals, you have to know who you're doing it to. Someone like Tyreek is going to laugh at that. He's not one of those overly sensitive people. And obviously, I'm assuming the people at the Colts don't know it. And maybe other people would get upset for Tyreek. Tyreek wouldn't care. It was funny.
Damn Tyreek, Microsoft. They tie your ass up with rights. Now they got more money than their whole NFL, all the NFL. You don't want to be messing with them, Ocho. There's certain things you can do like, oh, I don't even care. And there's certain things when it comes to these big companies like this, they're sitting on $300, $400, $500, $600, $1 billion in cash. Don't fool with them, Ocho. It ain't even worth it. Take it down. I'm sorry.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Ocho, you just apologize and keep it moving.
Yeah.
And keep it moving.
Some of the the schedule releases and the creativity from some of the teams, I really enjoyed.
And that, Ocho, this is why we have to be super, super cautious. I told Ash, we're not showing another video. We make sure. We ask, can we show this on our platform? Make sure we get it, and then we're going to screenshot it. Because the last thing we want somebody to do is say, yeah, you can do it, and then erase it. And we ain't got we ain't giving no permission. You screenshot that, Ash. But that got our ass burnt. We had a 90-day, we in probate in hell. And then the dude took all the money, the revenue that we won, that we got from the video.
That's fine.
That whole episode.
He done ran through that. Now he ain't got no more of that left.
Oh, Joe, you remember the guy that DM'd you last week?
Oh, right? yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What about him?
He got upset. Like, bro, you gave us permission to show the thing. You gave us permission to show it.
Oh, I sent Ash a message, and I was like, man, whatever, because it was the issue. I was like, well, if it's the issue, I mean, man, where you at? What's your location so you can tell me what you're talking about in person? I asked 3 times. I mean, if you're feeling like, listen, I didn't say anything bad, huh? I ain't saying anything bad. That's a long time.
But I'm trying to get. He's from Miami. You from Miami. He took it away. But I was like, bro. So you just bypassed what I said. So you only heard what Ocho said.
But I didn't say nothing bad. I just said that takes too long for me. I like to get in and out. In and out. That's all.
But he missed the point where I said before you said that, Ocho. I said, man, yeah, that's $300. Easy. For the haircut, the facial, the shave, the trim, yeah, that's $300. So but again, Ocho, we talked about that, remember? The way we're wired, we only hear the negative. He bypassed the positive, and I went longer with the positive than you did, saying that it take too long. I went way longer, but that's what he heard. But with my man, you doing a great job. You provide a great service.
I'm gonna go get the service. I'm gonna go get it.
You ain't got no damn haircut. Yours only $150.
I'm gonna give him matter of fact, I'm gonna give him $300.
Well, let him shave your head with that straight razor.
No, cause I get bumps. I'm gonna do
that thing look like a Nestle Crunch.
It would. Hey, I don't know where it's at. I'm gonna add to ask information. I'm going to get that treatment. I'm gonna record it too.
Yeah, man. We had a dude on our team. I ain't gonna call his name. He shaved with one of them disposable razors.
No. Under here, it got.
Man, looked like he stuck his face in an ant bee. Now, hey, we call it bump daddy.
It took me one time. It took me one time to do it. I forgot. I think it was 2007. The barber. I was in a rush, so he said, "Well, let me use this on you," and he used the electric.
The electric.
Oh my God,
boy!
It took about 2 days. Man, all this up under here, man, looked like a damn Nestle Crunch.
All right, Ocho. Derrick Henry and the Baltimore Ravens reached an agreement today on a 2-year, $30 million extension. That includes $25 million fully guaranteed over the next 2 seasons per Todd France, Athletes First. It's the largest deal in NFL history for a running back over the age of 30. Yeah. D. Henry is 31.
Yeah, I mean, rightfully
you like
so.
It?
Right, absolutely, rightfully so. You know what you get. You know what you get. You know what you're gonna get from him. You understand how he takes care of his body. He's a model citizen in the community, on the field. Yep. So there's really no reason not to reward him for what he's gonna do in the future. You're not paying him for what he's already done. You're paying him for what you know he's gonna do in the future because he takes care of his body. And so, based on the team they have around him, you know he's gonna be productive no matter what.
Yeah.
Because the onus of the offense isn't just predicated on him by himself.
You got to worry about that quarterback.
Bingo. So you can pay him that kind of money and understand he's gonna be all right.
I love it. I love the deal. I love the Ravens have always been a team that reward their players. Yeah. So I have no problem with this deal. Running back James Cook applauds the deal. Congrats. He still's without an extension. He wants 15 per year. He was on the show. He was like, hey, I think I've shown my worth. I've shown my value. As of right now, the Bills okay. They don't seem to be like they don't seem to be like they're doing anything. Obviously, they tied up Josh Allen. Yeah. They got him tied up. I think they redid Rousseau. I think they redid his deal. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this thing plays out. They have until, at some point in time before the season to get a deal done. Go ahead.
I think they won't get it done for him. I think they're going to get it done for him because one of the things that relieves some of the pressure off of Josh Allen is not the receiving core, is having that young bull in the backfield.
Yep.
Him being able to not only carry the ball and take some of the pressure off Josh Allen, but being able to catch the ball out the backfield as well. He can do so much. He's a Swiss Army knife. He can do so much for them offensively. They got to reward him. Again, another one who you can pay going forward based on what he's going to do in the future because he's young, Unc.
Yeah.
You got to take care of him. You got to.
Pat, you're going to have to change your ways. Derek Carr announces his retirement from the NFL, Ocho. 34, recently underwent multiple medical evaluations on his shoulder. Shoulder was deemed the only route back to 100%, and that would mean up to 6 months of recovery. Carr retires after staying on 11 seasons. He's a 4-time Pro Bowler, 257 touchdowns, 41,000 passing yards, top 25 all time, third place in the MVP vote. He walks away from $30 million.
Hey, I have a question, Unc. I'm confused.
Yeah.
We in April. We just had the draft.
Yeah.
The season ended how long ago? December?
Well, their season ended in January, beginning of January. But his season been over because he got hurt. Remember, Rattler been playing.
I'm trying to understand why wasn't the situation rectified so you come into the season healthy? Why are we still talking about the same thing we were talking about last year? Oh, what was it?
Sometimes, Ocho, they give you say rest. And then when rest don't do it, now you don't let 2 months pass and rest. When you should have went and had that shoulder.
Listen, you know good and well, you don't play about nothing like that. Anything with the upper extremities, with the arms, especially when it comes to a quarterback, you want to get all those issues done and out the way. If there was even a thought or inclination that there's something wrong with it that would hamper your throwing motion or playing your position at the best of your ability, you go get it fixed. You go get it
Ocho,
fixed.
Derek Carr has made $205 million in his career. He has a 77-92 record, 455 win percentage, just one trip to the playoffs, and I think they lost to you guys. The ninth most cash from 2014 to 2024. Yeah. Aaron Rodgers has made $292 million. First Cousins, $291. Matthew Stafford, $287. Russell Wilson, $264. Dak Prescott, $244. Jared Goff, $234. Matt Ryan, $222. Tom Brady, $198. Derek Carr, $196. And my homeboy, $179.
Them boy make a pretty penny, boy. They make a pretty penny. And you know the funny thing about it? I was upset. Yeah. I was sad. I don't like to see players hurt. Hell, I goddamn tweeted the broken heart emoji about Derek Carr being gone, and then I had to remember, well, you know what? The people in New Orleans, in Baton Rouge, in Louisiana, man, they happy. They cheering. They second lining. Oh, I mean, I know you're happy Derek Carr is going. You didn't like your quarterback that you had, but now who you got? Now you got Spencer Rattler. No disrespect to him, young bull.
You got Spencer Rattler, and they took the quarterback. What is his name? Shuck. They took Shuck. I'm just telling you who they took. I ain't shucking with you, Ocho. That's who they took. They took Shuck.
That's exactly how the Saints gonna be. They're gonna be shook until they get a goddamn quarterback. Listen, my people in New Orleans, boy, we ain't got no patience. We ain't got no patience. We done dealt with too much. We need a quarterback.
Well, what happens is you get spoiled. You had Drew Brees for 15 years, and then you expect every quarterback.
It's hard to follow that up.
Look, you're not going to be Green Bay. You're not going to have Brett Favre for 15, 20 years. You're not going to have Aaron Rodgers for 20 years. And then you go right to Love. Right. That ain't happening. You're not finna have – most teams don't get to have 30, 40 years. I mean, you're talking about could be 40-plus years of prosperity at the quarterback position. That's crazy. Yeah. That is absurd to think about it. Because think about it. You had 17 years with about 17 years with Favre. And then you had another 18 years with Rodgers. And now you have Love. So that's what, 30, 35 years? So you about to have 45, maybe even 50 years of prosperity at the quarterback position.
And not just any quarterback. We talk about them boys. Like that boy.
Yeah, two Hall of Famers, You can make a case Aaron Rodgers is one of the greatest of all time.
As was Brett Favre. And listen, Jordan Love in his own right is on his way to be just that as well, as he continues to improve year in and year out.
But Derek Carr is done. He says, no, I don't want to go through that anymore. He says, I talked it over with my wife and my family, and 6 months of rehab for $30 million. Like, nah, it ain't even worth it.
Hold on, wait a minute. Stay with me right now. Hey, Chad, y'all stay with me real quick. My Saints fans, tell me what you think about this. Now, I know based on what we saw from him last year, it wasn't anything to hype about. You know, it wasn't nothing to second line about. But how about Aaron Rodgers coming in for a year in New Orleans until we get the rookie right? Or for Spencer Rattler can also, watch and learn behind him. What y'all think about that? I know I got some Saint fans in the chat. I'm just curious. What's your thought on that, Unc?
I'll let the Saint fans run. I'll let the Saint fans.
What you think? No, yes, no. What you think? 1 year? No. Okay.
Shedeur had a hilarious response after being asked if he was going to buy number 2 off DeAndre Carter. Let's take a listen to what Shedeur had to say about number 2 jersey.
You try to buy 2 from DeAndre?
Nah, I'm not trying to buy anything. My signing bonus ain't that high right
now. I don't blame you, Shedeur. You got to have some bread. Like I said, when I went to Baltimore, Ocho, I didn't want no. I didn't want a odd number. I didn't want 81 or 83, 85, something like that. I didn't want that. I wanted a even number. I went to Jermaine Lewis, who had number 84 at the time.
Yeah.
I offered him. I said, I'll buy you and your wife matching Rolex. You get a his, she get a hers. He's like, nah. He said, nah, I want to keep it. So I ain't never really liked. 88 number just didn't seem well with me.
82 was cool.
Frank Wainwright had it, and I was like, I hit him. I said, Freaky Frank, man, what you want for that number? He was with, if I'm not mistaken, I think he was with me a couple of, like in 99, he ended up getting released. He was with me in Denver, so I kind of knew him a little bit. I said, we call him Freaky Frank. I said, Freaky Frank, man, what you want for 82? He like, Sharpie, I don't want anything. You can have it. I said, nah, Freaky Frank, that's your number, and I want to give you something. I said, what you like to do? What's your hobbies? He said, man, Sharpie, I don't like to do anything but fish. Man, I said, here. I said, how much does a bass boat cost?
You bought the boat?
Said, Sharpie, you don't have to do that. I said,
you bought the boat?
I bought him a bass boat.
Damn!
I did. I bought him a bass boat. Hey, if I was willing to give, back then Rolex is probably his and hers probably been about 30,000. If I was willing to do that to get 84, a bass boat, I think I paid like 14 grand for it.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you got off much better. Okay.
Yeah. So, and plus Ozzy kind of had that number. I said, Ozzy, it ain't the same. It ain't Cleveland. I said, if it was Cleveland, it'd be one thing. This ain't Cleveland. So, but it was good. It worked out. And so I don't blame Shedeur. I ain't paying that money. I ain't paying nothing either. A 5th round draft pick. Now, when I got 84, because I was 81 my first 2 years, Ocho, and then Ricky Nattiel ended up going to, I think he went to Tampa or something. Man, when I found out he wasn't coming back, man, I called Dan so quick. I said, Dan, can I get 84? He's like, absolutely, Sharp. I said, hey.
I'm good.
Hey, I called equipment guy. What was his name? Bill something. Ronnie Bill. Nah, Ronnie Bill was the uncle. But anyway, his nephew was the equipment guy at the time. I said, bro, you might as well go ahead and take that Sharp off 81 and put it on the back of 84. I already called Dan. Boy, you talk about happy? I feel like damn, 84.
Having the number you want to just do something to you. Can I ask you a question?
It does, Ocho.
DeAndre Carter. What position young bull play?
I don't know what position does DeAndre Carter play. Is he probably offense? I'm thinking receiver. What was he in college? He had to be a higher draft pick than Shedeur.
So he's a rookie. He's a rookie coming in.
He's not a rookie. He already had it. Oh, he might have came in free agency, Ocho.
And I mean, why wouldn't he give? Hold on. Now, when you have a single digit number, right? When you wear that single digit number, you understand what comes. You understand what comes with that. Whether it be Pop Warner, middle school, high school, In the NFL, everybody with a single-digit number
Ocho.
is that boy.
DeAndre Carter, he's been number 16, number 14, number 19. He's been 1 twice. He's been 82. He's been 3. He's been 11. Now he's number 2.
Why you name so many numbers?
Because he's been on that many teams.
All right, no disrespect to him. I hope Young Bull has a phenomenal season and show the you know what out with that number 2 on. Handle your business.
But hey, number 2, hey, you got anything from 1 to 9, you got to be special. You cannot wear no single digit number if you're not like that.
That's why I said why would okay, but I hope Young Bull.
That's mandatory.
I mean, period.
Some things are just mandatory. That is mandatory.
It's an rule too at that, huh? HBCUs, any college. I mean, NFL, single digit numbers are for those who are like that. They put butts in the seats. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, for sure. I was single digit ever since because I took the number 3 from my brother. So I went 3 all the way through high school, and I went 2 all the way through college. So, yeah. I wish we could have had single digit numbers because I definitely would have got number 2.
Back
Mike
then?
Moran had it.
Yeah.
I definitely would have got number 2. Well, Mike Horan, the punter, had it, but as soon as he left, I'd have got it. Because back then, Ocho, it wasn't like it is now. You got a number, and if you change numbers, you got to buy all the jerseys in circulation and all that.
I had to do that, yeah.
Did you?
Absolutely. Now listen, I had no problem doing it because I understood what that name change had done.
Ocho, we know how the media likes to critique any misstep Time Sons to paint a false narrative. I bet they won't highlight how respectful they are. Watch the video of Shiloh shaking every media member hand before start of first availability. Let's take a listen, Ocho.
My new media team here.
There you go.
How you doing?
That's all we got. This evening.
Hey, good to meet you. Logan. Nice to meet you, Shiloh.
Rock, pleasure, man. Brandy.
Jenna.
Scott. Nice to meet you.
What's up, Michelle?
Lee, pleased to meet you. Rob. There you go. Rob, thanks, man.
Oh, my guy with the camera right here.
There you go.
Appreciate you, my guy.
Nice.
All right, I'll just stand right here.
Yeah.
I like it.
According to Jenna Lane, Shiloh was the only player who's done that this week. He said Bucks were the first team to call. He's forever grateful that they gave him a chance.
Hey, listen, you might want to make friends with them now because they're gonna be right there. They're gonna be like gnats. They're gonna be like Knicks and they're gonna be fair. You know, so everything is up to you.
That's all we ask.
They're gonna be fair. Everything is up to you. You might as well be nice to them because they're gonna be in your face for a very, very long time.
I'd be so good that when I have a bad game, it's like, hey, this is an aberration. This is not how he normally plays.
Yep.
I was very, very fortunate. I think the thing is, Ocho, like when you come in as a low draft pick, you get a lot more grace because there's not the expectation of a first, second, third round pick on you. So he's an undrafted free agent, so he'll get more benefit of the doubt than someone that was a first, second, or third round pick, or a veteran player that's played for a number of years. Kind of like I was a 7th round pick, Ocho. What are they gonna say? Oh, he's not very good. I was a 7th round pick. But when I got good, it was like, hey, I remember this guy with special teams. We saw how hard he worked, blah, 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 X, Y, and Z. They'll give him the grace, but he will have earned it. He will have earned it. Jets rookie Armand Mimbo didn't realize he would be rich after signing his rookie contract. Ocho, take a listen to what he had to say.
What was yesterday like for you signing your first contract?
It was pretty cool, especially once I looked at all them zeros on the page. That's when I didn't realize how much money I was getting, but now it's definitely a blessing for sure.
Yeah, the zeros.
Well, look at them zero. And the funny thing about it is he got drafted. You went through the whole process and didn't know how much you were getting paid until you looked at the goddamn check, which lets me know that young boy is strictly about the game of football. How you don't know?
What was he picked at? No, what pick? Because he probably Ocho. Because a lot of them guys that contract guaranteed.
Yeah. Depending on how high you go, yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
He was 7th pick in the draft. Oh, his contract fully
number
guaranteed.
7. Oh,
he fully guaranteed.
Oh yeah, boy, you got that money.
32 mil.
Huh?
32 mil, Ocho.
Different.
32.
Different.
They probably gave him a good 15 signing bonus.
Different. I know he's feeling good. Great. Hey,
Feel
it's
real
funny
good.
how your life changed just like that, man, in a matter of 24 hours. Huh?
Just like that.
24 hours.
Just like that.
All the work you put in, all the ups, the downs, the obstacles. Oh my goodness, that I remember that feeling like it was yesterday.
Well, I don't remember that didn't happen to me.
My bad.
Mr. Bolin paid me out of his back pocket.
I understand.
Hey, Ocho, I made 60. My rookie contract, my base salary, my rookie year was $63,000. Yeah, 73. I made 73 the next year.
Damn. Oh, you only had a $10,000 raise?
10,000. Oh, I got another 10,000 if I led if I got 10,000 if I led special teams and tackle. I got 7,500 if I got second, and I got 5,000. So I picked up 5 1 year and picked up that 10 the next.
Right. Okay.
That little 10 come in handy. You know what I'm saying, Ocho?
Hey, it's so funny. Back then, if you think about the times we're in now, look at the prices of everything now, the economy we're in now. Back then, $63,000. Oh, that was a lot of goddamn money, boy.
I was a good banker. I was a good high-end banker.
That was a lot of good money, boy.
Yeah. And then, that was when I had incentive. That's why I was upset, Ocho, because remember I told you I had $100,000 if I got 1,000 yards receiving. And I had $995 at the half and didn't catch another pass, didn't get another pass thrown my way.
The quarterback?
I went to the pro. I was the first team All-Pro and made $325. I made the Pro Bowl my 3rd year. I made $225. Go back, make the Pro Bowl again. Led all the tight ends in catches, touchdowns, and yards. First team All Pro. Me and my brother, first team All Pros. $325. Crazy. That 100 would have came in good, Ocho.
Real nice. But it's funny. How times have changed. Now, times have changed.
Ocho, what was the first thing you bought? You got your signing bonus. You probably got $500,000, $750. What was the first thing you bought?
Oh my goodness! I remember signing that check and leaving Mike Brown's office. I will never forget. And I'm not sure the signing bonus had anything to do with the purchase or anything. But I went to McDonald's right in Covington, right over the bridge next to the Waffle House, and I celebrated signing my first deal. And the first thing I bought or purchased, golly, it might have been I got my first Chevy. Yeah, it probably wasn't nothing I got during the season. I think it might have been in the off season. I bought my first donk. For those that are in the chat, they're from Miami.
Oh, you bought a donk Chevy?
My first donk. And I never forget. I'm sure Van Dyke could probably see this. Van Dyke, you probably remember that day. A friend of mine, he owns a restaurant called I Crave here in Miami. Very good soul food spot. So if you ever come down here to Miami, you got to check out I Crave. I bought my first Chevy from Van Dyke. Remember, I bought him, I forgot how much it was, but I bought him cash in a little envelope. And that was my first car. That was always a dream car of mine. It was always something I looked at some of the older dudes had in my area in Liberty City. And I was like, you know what? Grandma, one day I want one of them. And she, boy, you'll never have no guy that you won't be driving out all that noise and dripping oil in my driveway. And that was my first purchase. I was like, finally, I made it. I can get one for myself.
Well, I went to Dairy Queen, got a bacon double cheeseburger, large fry, vanilla milkshake, and Oreo Blizzard.
Wait, where? Dairy Queen?
Dairy Queen.
You said a burger.
A bacon double cheeseburger.
Dairy Queen sell things outside of just ice cream?
Yeah. The hell?
I ain't know that.
Yeah, fish sandwiches, yeah.
Well, hold on.
They got steak fingers now.
It can't be no Dairy Queen in Miami because I'd never heard of an ice cream place that's known for ice cream selling anything outside ice cream. It's like, y'all got 31 flavors where you at? You heard of 31 flavors?
Huh? Baskin Robbins?
Oh, that's Baskin Robbins? Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Dairy Queen and Baskin Robbins is something entirely different. Baskin Robbins only sell ice cream. Dairy Queen sell other stuff too.
Okay, I never knew that.
They sell hot dogs. They sell chicken tenders. They sell fish fillet.
What?
Fish sandwiches.
Hey, y'all got.
They have a single cheeseburger, double, and a triple.
I ain't know that, man.
But I got the bacon double cheeseburger, huh?
You ever been to Jumbo's? They got Jumbo's where you from? What about White Castle?
Not where I'm from, a small town. We had Dairy Queen and we had Hardee's.
Oh, see, that's why you from. Okay.
I ain't know nothing about no White Castle until maybe I got to Colorado. They had Crystals like in Savannah.
I heard. I was on the road. I think I might have been in Daytona. Crystals in Daytona, right? If I'm not mistaken. I went to NASCAR, and I went to Crystals with some folks, and man, it was cool. It was cool. I enjoyed it. My first time having in North Carolina, I had cookout. You ever had?
I ain't never heard of that.
What? You never heard of cookout?
No.
Oh man, listen.
I've stopped side the road driving home and ate at Cracker Barrel though.
Oh, hey, Cracker Barrel good now. No, some people don't like it.
It is.
I hear all the chirps in the but that mama. Hey, listen.
If you could get in there, hell, seems like everybody else be stopping trying to get Cracker Barrel too.
The mama's breakfast from Cracker Barrel, the pancakes with the egg scramble with the sausage, and I have them warm the syrup up so it come out hot. Man, stop playing. What we talking about?
Yeah. So, bro, you straight now. But I tell people all the time, it ain't how much you make, it's how much you keep.
All the time.
Hey, look, if there's something that you've always wanted, hey, get your mom a little crib. You ain't got to get your mom no 20,000, 10,000 square feet. Get your mom something that she can keep, she can keep up herself. And you wanted something. I know there's something that you wanted, a special type of car. I mean, considering that you're in New York, you're probably gonna get an SUV. You need something that you can drive all the time. So whether it's a G-Wagon or a Range Rover, something that that you stylish in the spring and summer, but also it gets cold, it gets snow on the ground in New York. So you're gonna have to it needs to have a dual purpose. Now, unlike if you're in Tampa, you're in Miami, hey. It ain't gonna snow. You can get your Rolls or Bentley. I'm saying if you're a high round draft pick, if that's what you want, whatever it is that I've always wanted, you get that. But after that, bro, like, hey, stock that money.
Most definitely. Yeah.
Stock it.
Oh, matter of fact, before we keep going, for all the mothers that are in the chat, if you're on the East Coast, happy Mother's Day to all of you. To my baby, I know you probably sleep when you're watching. Happy Mother's Day to you as well. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah, happy Mother's Day. Obviously, we're not on tomorrow, are we? Yeah, let me go and get it down because we're not on tomorrow, Ocho. So happy Mother's Day to everybody that's on the East Coast. Even if you're not on the East Coast, happy Mother's Day. This is your day. Enjoy this day and many, many more to come because you've earned it. You've earned this day. Brunch, whatever the case may be, bottomless mimosas, whatever the case, you and your girls or your mimosas, whatever it is, drink to your heart content. Whether it's you and your girls, you and your hubby, your boyfriend, your significant other, or it's just a family outing. To all the mothers out there, congratulations for the job that you do, and hopefully you enjoy your day because you've earned this day. Man, they don't do nothing like that for us, Ocho, on Father's Day.
Hey, listen, I don't.
You notice? Look at all what do all the athletes say when they get the camera in them? Hey, Mom. Hey, Dad. Ain't nobody hold up no signs and say, hey, Dad. Hey, Mom.
Hey.
I was notorious for, hey, Granny. But at that time, my grandmother was the only one alive. All my grandparents had passed away. So, to all the moms out there, sincerely, from the bottom of our heart here at Nightcap, Ocho and I, we want to wish you a very, very special day, and hopefully you enjoy this day.
I'm going.
Basically, I mean, you basically can celebrate up to all the great mothers out there that's doing a wonderful job. You really should have every day as Mother's Day because it's a huge undertaking to raise kids, to raise a family, to be that that person, that rock, that foundation. So
yeah,
we just want to say thank you for the job
I'm
that
going.
you do.
I'm going to the grave site early in the morning. I think they open at 9 o'clock. I'm going out there, holler at the old girl and my grandma. Sit down there with them for a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so
You going out there? You go eat with them?
yeah, but I don't eat. I got my coffee and my cigar, and I got a little chair in the back of my truck. I sit in the little chair out there, and I play some of the old school Mississippi Mass Choir. Had the
Right.
songs playing.
James Cleveland.
Reverend James Moore.
Yeah. My
Hey,
grandfather
man,
loved
listen,
him.
man, and just sit there.
Five Blind
What you know
Boys.
about the Five Blind Boys, man? I never forget. I always think about. I always question life after death, and where do people go? Once they pass on it, they transition. I always say it all the time. Every blue moon, even on, I think on here before, I always look for signs. If you love me the way you said you did when you were alive, how come you never talked to me once you left? I never get any signs. And people say, well, signs are always there. They're always there. You just never pay attention. So I started paying attention to everything that was not normal that went on in my life. And still to this day, grandma passed away in 2018. My mama been gone now since 2021. And I just been waiting on a sign of some sort. The whispers. Sometimes, you hear people say, my mama came to me, or my grandma came to me, or so-and-so came to me in my dream, and I can hear her voice. I just haven't gotten that sign yet, and I can't wait. I can't wait for that day where I can get that sign just to know that they okay, or they doing well, or just it's whatever.
Sometimes I think sometimes, Ocho, when we're looking for signs, I think you say, speak to us. You're looking for them like you and I are talking right now, and it doesn't happen like that. I mean, sometimes it does. They come to you, you dream. I mean, people say, man, and it would just seem like just yesterday I was just talking, to my mom or my dad or somebody, a significant other in my family that I've lost, and they were having a conversation. And that's happened. I've actually, been in a dream, and I tell my sister I was having a conversation with Granny, and it just seemed like it was just so real. But yeah, that's tough. That's tough to because I think, Ocho, for me, my grandmother saw a lot of what I've accomplished. She was there, going to college, and I was telling somebody, I was like, probably the proudest that I think I've been. My grandmother came to see my last college game. Last college game I played at Savannah State, my grandmother came. She had never seen me play before that. They brought my sister, they brought her out on the field. And, it's like, hey, no. Boy, I gave a look, Ocho. My grandma came on the field, and then she came to see me graduate at college. Man.
That's loud.
To see that, to see her baby catch a touchdown in his final game at Savannah State, to see her baby get that degree. Because I told people, I tell this story all the time, Ocho. My grandmother sent me to Savannah State for 2 reasons: to get a degree and go to the NFL. I didn't know which one was going to happen first, but they were both going to happen. My grandma didn't see me around there to bull jive around. I'm here. If I'm here, I never understood that some people go to college for 4 years and they're further from graduating than when they got there. How the hell did that happen?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm here. And I started in developmental studies, Ocho.
Yeah.
Developmental studies. Man, I wasn't embarrassed. They couldn't embarrass me. All them guys, they didn't want to go to class. Man, they're going to think I'm dumb. Well, theoretically, by the letter of the law, you are. But the objective is not to stay that way. Man, the Joker's flunked out because he wouldn't go to school.
Dang.
What? I'm going up in there, Ocho. Go right to that trailer. I first went in and sitting in class. I go get that get them biscuits, sausage biscuits, scrambled eggs, orange juice, belly full. Go sit up there and learn. I'm not embarrassed. I'm not embarrassed for the results I didn't get for the work that I didn't put in. I know I didn't do what I was supposed to do in high school. So how could I expect exemplary results when I gave bull jive effort?